Hi and welcome to this vlog. So in this one we're going to be travelling from the Erewash Canal, going out onto the Trent, and we'll be turning left and heading up towards Nottingham. So it's about 10 miles, 4 locks, passing through Attenborough Nature Reserve, Beeston, past the Boots Pharmaceuticals headquarters, Nottingham Castle Marina, Nottingham City Centre, and then once through the city centre, back out onto the Trent, turning right to Moor by Trent Bridge. So we lock down through Trent Lock, back onto the Trent, and that's Rawcliffe Power Station you can see in the distance just in front of us. So we turn sharp left here, and join the Cranfleet cut. There's a River Soar junction here, and the Erewash, what we've just been on, and also the River Trent. Cranfleet cut was built in 1797 to improve the Trent navigation and compete with the safer, quicker routes of the Derby and the Nottingham canals. Cranfleet floodlock protects this cut when the Trent is in full flow. So here we are approaching Cranfleet Lock, and I'm doing the winding. So the gates open, and we let this cruiser go first. They had a bit of a problem with the engine cutting out, and they asked us if we could just follow them on the way to Beeston, just in case they needed some help. There's quite a mix of different craft moored along this section of the river, upstream of Beeston, particularly this old Dunkirk small ship used in the Dunkirk landings and the evacuation of 338,000 British and French troops from Dunkirk on the French coast in 1 week in 1940, using over 850 shallow draft civilian craft assembled by the Admiralty. So the Lady Sylvia made 2 heroic trips to rescue troops and return hold, and partially burnt out into Ramsgate. Water was right up to her engine. She's now being lovingly restored by her present owners. So here we are heading towards Beeston Lock, with a variety of different craft moored up on the left hand side just here. So as we approach, you can see the orange buoys there of the weir on the right hand side where the River Trent is, and we're heading for the Beeston Canal. So you can see here where the arrow is, this is this little cruiser which made it to Beeston okay, which is quite fortunate. And there's the River Trent, and we're heading in towards the lock onto the Beeston Cut. So we were up just here for a couple of nights, I think we're here for, and we go and explore Beeston. So there's quite a lot to see in Beeston. This is the weir where it goes down onto the Trent. Quite a spectacular sight and very noisy. Then there's the Anglo-Scotian Mill in Beeston. This was an 1890s building done by Francis Williamson. Then there's the old Humber motorcycle and motor manufacturer who were originally based in Beeston before moving to Coventry. And then there's this memorial, which is Paul Smith, the designer, Richard Beckinsale, the actor, and Edwin Starr, the soul singer. Just a mile or so from this bridge here is the Boots Pharmaceuticals factory and headquarters. This was established in 1849. And it's long been home to Boots brand since its humble beginnings when John Boot opened a small store in Goose Gate. Yeah, on this site ibuprofen was invented and leading brands have been developed, formulated and are still manufactured here. So here we are, just going past Nottingham Castle Marina, and just under this bridge in front of us, we moor up for a few nights, and our friends Chris and Alison came up to join us for a weekend in Nottingham. Loads to explore in Nottingham. This is a lovely old warehouse that's been converted, the British Waterways storage facility. This is quite a vibrant area. Castle Wharf, there's lots of eateries here and places to go for a drink by the waterside. And one in particular is the Canal House pub. I mean, it's a must visit for any canal boat lover or a beer lover for that matter. It's a converted Fellows, Moulton and Clayton warehouse. They are probably the most well known of any former canal carrying company. Now a pub and home to Castle Rock Brewery. So with the two narrowboats moored inside and the footbridge, it's a unique venue in an iconic building. European Cup fever was high whilst we were here, and England were playing the final, hence there's the St George's Cross on the City Hall there. Lace making was changing from a domestic industry into an international export, and this resulted in the high density warehouses and narrow streets that characterise Nottingham's lace district today. This is just one of the great Victorian buildings, the Adams building, that you can see on Stony Street. So as we come through to the end of the cut at Meadow Lane, there's some visitors services here which we use before locking down the Trent. It's quite a sporting area here with the Notts County and Notts Forest football grounds close by, as well as the cricketing centre of Trent Bridge. Our friends Chris and Alison helped us through these locks, me and Chris doing the locks while Kay and Alison locked down and crewed the boat out onto the River Trent, and they steered it round underneath Trent Bridge. And they moored up on the steps here on the visitors' moorings at Meadow Lane. So these are the memorial gardens, which were mainly funded by Jesse Boot from Boot's Pharmaceuticals. He was quite benevolent to the town. There are our moorings just opposite there. So this is not only a memorial, but also there's a large gardens behind it, which is well kept and well worth a look round. Quite peaceful and yeah, quite reflective just looking at that. So Wilford Bridge now is only used by the city's trams, but back in the day, as you can see from this old sign, yeah, they charged for all sorts of things, horses, mules, yeah, any sort of beast that carried across the river. So that's about it for this vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please like and subscribe. The next one I'll be doing will probably be following on from Nottingham, going downstream on the Trent towards Newark and beyond. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers, bye.